Introduction to TanStack queries, query keys. Introduction to TanStack query. So we're gonna look at TanStack query. So as applications become more complex, efficiently handling server state becomes really important, and TanStack query offers this robust solution as one of the libraries, especially through its query caching mechanism. And we're going to explore query keys today. What are query keys? So let's try to understand what query keys are. Essentially, these are arrays used by TanStack query to uniquely identify and cache each query's data. In order for a key to be effective, it must be both serializable and unique. And this uniqueness is what allows TanStack query to efficiently retrieve or update data from the cache, making our applications faster and more responsive. And here's an example, and this shows a basic implementation where user profile and user one together uniquely identify this query. Simple query keys. So simple query keys are straightforward. They are just arrays with constant values. These are especially useful in scenarios where the data structure is flat or non-hierarchical. Say you are fetching a general list of tasks or to-dos, then your query key would simply be to-dos. And this simplicity helps in caching and retrieving data without unnecessary complexity. And here is an example that demonstrates how simple constant values are used to fetch generic or specific data. Complex array keys with variables. As you make data requests in your app application, you'll realize that not all data requests are simple. When more specific information is needed to uniquely identify data, query keys can also include a mix of strings and serializable objects. This is important for handling any hierarchical or nested resources, or when your queries require additional parameters like fetching a specific to-do by its ID or filtering to-dos by their completion status. And these keys allow TanStack query to precisely manage and cache a diverse range of data queries. And you can see these snippets. They illustrate how to use more complex structures involving variables and objects to uniquely identify queries. So say you want to get an individual to-do with an ID. So you could set up your query key in a way that you will initially say it's to-do, and then you'll provide ID such as 4, 5, and this ID will be passed on to query function fetch to-do by ID to fetch the specific to-do. And then you can also fetch to-dos with a specific filters applied. You can set status completed. Deterministic hashing of query keys. So deterministic approach to hashing query keys is one of the powerful features. What does this mean? This means that even if the order of keys within objects changes, the queries are still considered equal as long as their content remains the same. So this property ensures consistent behavior in caching and retrieving data, regardless of any minor variation in how query keys are structured. So this is an example. You'll see how different orderings of the same keys in an objects are treated as identical queries. You see we have this object. This one has status active, page is 2, and the second query shows page first as 2, status as active, and they are equal. Dependency management with query keys. So query keys serve a crucial function. Another function that they serve is they act as dependencies for your query functions. So by including any variables your data fetching function depends on within your query key, you ensure that the cache is updated automatically whenever these variables change, and this automatic refetching based on dependency changes is important for maintaining fresh and relevant data in your application. And this code shows how query keys act as dependencies, triggering refetches when variables like to-do ID changes. Conclusion, so to wrap up, understanding and utilizing query keys in TanStack query is important for optimizing data fetching and caching strategies in your applications. So you want to structure your query keys effectively so you can enhance the performance and responsiveness of your applications. Things to remember, keep your keys unique and serializable. That's it for this lecture. Thank you everyone for listening.